Hey guys, and welcome to my first ever podcast episode of NFL Insider.home.blog. And I've been posting tweets since really today, because I don't know if this podcast episode will be coming out today or tomorrow, but it'll be coming out very soon. But that's one of my tweets. It's been preparing for my podcast because I wanted to get that going. I already got the blog going, I already got the newsletter editions going out. So yeah, I just want to get the podcast going. And what better way than start kicking these things off with the Bosa family? You got Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa. They're in the NFL now. But the one series I want to focus on, one of the main topics I want to focus on for the next few podcast episodes, is what rookies are going to have to do, comparing them up. Like if it's in siblings or other teammate players or different players from opponent from different teams. So today I'm going to be focusing on Joey Bosa and Nick Bosa. Now, you might be saying to yourselves, they're on different teams. Correct, that's beautiful. I like that Nick Bosa is on the 49ers and that Joey Bosa is on the Chargers. Why? Let's think. They're both in California. Makes it very easy. Okay. So, it's going to be Joey Bosa against Nick Bosa. Now, Nick Bosa is the younger sibling of Joey Bosa. Joey Bosa is 23 years old. And Nick Bosa is 21 years old. See the difference? And the age difference will, it's, to me, age differences have never been a big concern unless you're in your 30s against a 20-year-old and a 30-year-old. Right? Then that's a big gap. But if you're only 2 years apart from each other, that's okay because you're still in your prime, you're still in your 20s, you're still trying to learn things, but the struggle Nick Bosa is going to have, what Joey Bosa had to go through, is getting ready in this league, getting ready in the National Football League, NFL, for sure. And what I want to focus on is how is Nick Bosa going to adapt to the NFL? How is Joey Bosa going to play this season? How's Nick Bosa going to play if he is the starter? Which I think he is. So let's kick things off with Nick Bosa. So Nick Bosa was selected by the 49ers in the first round with the second pick. The Cardinals in the first round with the first overall pick in the 2019 NFL Draft was Kyle Murray, quarterback. Loved the decision of how, what the 49ers did with Nick Bosa. That Nick Bosa is an amazing player. Okay. So, he went to Ohio State, and if you saw some of his highlights, you would think they're epic. Like, they're insane. It's not J.J. Watt insane, but it's still insane. Seeing that from a young kid, trucking through guys, pushing his way through, having all of that power and strength. He's 6'4". He weighs 266 pounds. Whew. His prospect grade was 6.55. The combine results, the 40-yard dash was 4.79 seconds. Bench press, he did 29. Vertical jump was 33.5 inches. Broad jump was 116 inches. Free cone drill, 7.1 seconds. 20-yard shuttle, 4.14 seconds. And now, I'm not going to pull up the draft. Well, you know what? I will pull up the draft grades on Joey Bosa, but when you think about all these things like that Nick Bosa did. Hold up. Okay, I'm sorry. I had a brain freeze. Okay, so I pulled up the stats on Joey Bosa when he was at when he did the draft, like doing all the warm ups and everything. He's 6'5", 269 pounds. He also went to Ohio State. Coincidence? He was the third pick in the NFL draft. That was a few years ago. He was in round 1 with pick 3 by the Chargers. Okay. The 40-yard dash was 4.86 seconds, 24 reps. The vertical jump was 32 inches, broad jump 120 inches. Free cone drill 6.89 seconds. 20-yard shuttle was 4.21 seconds. Whew. You can obviously see that the height, he has kind of advantage on that. The broad jumping, if I read that right, he had 120, beats out Nick Bosa. In the free cone drill, he had 6.89, where Nick Bosa had 7.1. So you see, like, where both brothers are picking up, like, decrease, like, where they're similar, or their differences, like, when they're comparing or contrasting them. Right? And you can always tell. But both brothers are very good at football. Joey Bosa made the way for Nick Bosa. Here's why. I think that since he comes from Bosa and you saw what he did at Ohio State, that, let's be honest, since he's the younger brother, Nick Bosa, that he learned that Joey Bosa was Nick Bosa's mentor in a way when they're kids, when they're growing up. Her father, I think his name's John Bosa, right? He had to help these kids. But I think Joey Bosa helped out Nick Bosa a lot. When growing up, I think he was a small mentor, right? He was some kind of mentor to Nick. That's always, family support's the best support, right? But what does that mean for Nick? How we play this year? Let's be honest. If Nick does play, I see him having a breakout year. I see him moving. I see him trucking. I see him getting assisted tackles. I see him getting like around 67 tackles or 15 to 20 assisted tackles. Not a lot of interceptions, let's just say 3 to 5. And he's just going to help with the pass rushing. And Joey Bosa does the same. Think about it. Joey Bosa has been tremendous over the years. This year was not his best. He only played 7 games. Injuries, my man, injuries. He only had 23 total tackles, 18 solo, and 5 assisted. Only 5.5 sack rate. That's not good. That's not what you want to see off that. Because he was dealing with foot injury. He was dealing with injuries. Where Nick Bosa, I think for the first 7 games, he's going to start off with that. In the way that Joey Bosa had in the 2018 season, right? And now, I think, obviously, he'll be building up. Maybe he'll only be getting 30 to 40 total tackles. That's what I think. But I think that both men's similarities are that they're helping with the pass rushing. They're going to get those sacks. They're going to help with assist the sacks, tackles, whatever. They're going to be getting tackles. They're going to be able to play off, man. They're going to be able to do all of this. They're going to be able to coverage. Maybe not all of that, but okay. You get the general basis of that. Correct? Okay. The one thing I like that Joey Bosa does have is that he's an inch taller. Now, will that inch help him? Maybe, because if he jumps up, will that inch really help? Yes. Why? Makes him a little more taller. Just by an inch. It's not like a few more inches. It's just an inch. And that inch will only come in handy, like maybe when he's jumping or something like that. But that's not a lot. But this is what I like about Joey Bosa. He goes hard. 2017, when he played 16 games, he had 70 total tackles, 54 solo, 16 assists, 12.5 sacks. That was the highest sack rate that he had over his career. The lowest was 5.5, and the middle was 10.5. He had four forced fumbles. He had one, right? But he has none. He has never gotten an interception, which is all right. I don't expect him to be how should I say it? I don't expect him to be an interception type. I consider both of the Bosas as pass rushing, lockdown tackles. Meaning they're going to tackle once they have a guy inside that has the ball. They're going to take him. They're going to make sure they get a tackle and not let go. And if the guy is able to manage to break loose, they're just going to keep holding on to our man. Our player can get there. That's what I love about them. They're never going to quit. And nor will any NFL player do. They work hard on and off the field, making sure that they get their job and task done. Agree or disagree with all that I said so far? Now, not all I'm saying is factual. This is just me just putting out my opinions, and the stats are factual because I'm reading them. Right? But it has to make you wonder who's going to be the better guy. Joey's going to be the better guy this year. If fully healthy, he's going to get 70 to 80 total tackles and everything. Sacks is going to be 15.5 if healthy. Agree or disagree? Where he's starting off, he's going to be trailing behind defensive ends. He's going to be trailing behind his brother. Unless not healthy. If Nick Bosa is healthier than Joey, then Nick Bosa might win. But Joey also knows how to play through injuries, in my opinion. He also knows how to work around them. Meaning, after the injury's done, he gets right back into beast mode. He gets back into the hard work, the grind, the effort. And I think if Nick Bosa also gets injured, he's going to do the same thing. And I think that if Joey Bosa is fully healthy for this year, and any year in the upcoming seasons, he is a dominant, MVP-worthy, defensive player of the year worthy kind of player. I would consider that if he's most healthy, he's having a dominant year, he's just controlling the outcome of when he's playing defensive end, right? And the one thing I love about Nick Bosa and Joey Bosa is that they're siblings, they can relate to each other, and that, and they both went to the same college, which does matter in a way, and then they're both a defensive end, which is really reassuring. They can relate to each other. They really can. But do you guys see where I'm driving at? That Joey Bosa is going to have the upper advantage because he played more. He's seen what happened on the field and off. He started his career around 2016? Yeah, 2016. When they were called San Diego Chargers. Right? That's why I think if Joey Bosa is healthy, he's going to be dominant. Nick Bosa is also going to be dominant, but in a different way. He's going to be that pass rushing type for his rookie season. I can just see that happening on the field. And in the NFL preseason, the Chargers meet at San Francisco in the preseason game 4. I'm looking at their schedule to see if they meet up anywhere else. They do not. That's the only time they get to see them on the field. It's in preseason. Preseason really doesn't matter. The stars are not really going to be playing. But Nick Bosa will. Because he's a rookie. He might be considered a starter. But he's still going to play that a little. Okay. So we got down the draft. I say I'm not picking favorites here. Both men are highly skilled. Just one is more experienced. Do you guys agree with that? And we can all have different takes. Injuries will kill both Bosas. That's the similarity. You see what happens to Bosa if he doesn't. To Joey Bosa if he's not fully healthy and only playing 7 games. That does not get him anywhere. Only 23 total tackles or something like that. He's lost, right? But this is interesting. When Joey Bosa started in 2016, he only played 12 games. He had total tackles of 41, solo tackles 29, assisted tackles 12, sack rate 10.5, forced fumble 1, and the rest was a drawn blank. 0, zilch, nada, whatever. But the tackles, the assists, the sacks, the solos, that's all important. That's all I want to see out of defensive end. And the stats, I don't care for them. The stats are great to have, but I'd rather see them go hard every single time. Being a pass rusher, having that defensive or offensive, what position you're playing. But Radford Bosa is defensive, and they're gonna be playing defensive. They can play anywhere. They're gonna have that mindset that they're gonna be dominant and brutal to their opponents in a competitive way. Agree with that? That's why Joey, again, I'm going to keep saying it in this episode. I know you guys might hate it, but I'm just going to keep on saying it. Joey has the upper advantage. He knows if he's fully healthy, he's going to be dominant. He knows that if Nick Bosa is fully healthy, which he probably is going to be this season, if not the next season, that they're going to be both. That he's going to be dominant. That both brothers will be going hard. Right? Let's do a basketball reference for a minute. Steph Curry and Stephen Curry. It's the playoffs. Stephen Curry and the Warriors are beating Damian Lillard and the Trailblazers. Right? It's the Warriors are winning the series 2-0. Stephen Curry has more advantage because he's seen it more. He's older, while Steph is not. 31 years old, 28 years old. They're around that age. But right, Stephen Curry is a great shooter. He's seen it. He's been in there more than Steph. He's been in a great team. He's surrounded by great players. Where Steph, he's a great defensive player. his shooting is alright once he gets into the rim. I see him miss wide open shots or some contested shots, right? Where Stephen Curry can make any shot and draw the foul, right? But Stephen Curry is a small or big mentor to Steph Curry, right? Does that make sense? In a way, with Joey Bosa and Nick Bosa. That's what I'm trying to gear at. But I think that I just think both the brothers, both the siblings will go hard. Whether or not Nick will play, which he might be able to play this year. I think he is. There's no doubt in my mind that they're not going to start him. They want to get him out there on the field when time is right, and I think the time is right now. They drafted him, use him. Unless you want to break him in. Okay. So, guys, as we're wrapping up this podcast segment, what do you think is going to happen around the NFL? Who else do you think is going to have a big impact on the rookie field? Next podcast episode will be Kyle Murray against Josh Rosen. That's going to be 2 quarterbacks. No rival yet. Maybe one could stir up in the near future. But let's be crystal clear when I say this. Josh Rosen is going to make the Cardinals pay for not letting for not giving him a second chance even after last year. But that's in a different conversation. Thank you guys so much for listening to my podcast. And I'll see you next time.